So how to set your core? Again, find your pelvis, find those bony bits of your pelvis, slide in just a little press in, and then pull those core muscles up, which are right at the bottom of your pelvis. Pull them up towards your belly button, so you can see that my fingers are popping up when I set my core muscles. So try to see if you feel something under your fingertips, and then you set your core. Tuck that belly button in gently, and then you're set, ready for the exercises. Hi everybody, Carina here, ready for week 4 of Pilates, trying to stay calm with Carina. So we're going to start with our first exercise. First close your eyes, and then have the weight right in the middle of both feet. Find your pelvis. Right at the bottom of that pelvis is where your core muscles are. Pull those core muscles up, belly button in. Gently set your shoulders together down towards your low back. And first of all, shift that weight from one side to the other. With your eyes closed, concentrating on those core muscles. In the front and around your shoulder blades. In the back. And then shift that weight to the front and back. Try to go as far forward and as far back as you can. Movement just from your ankles. And then combine these last 2 movements by little circles going one way and then going the other way around. Move that whole body in one move. And then last circle. And I get the weight right back in the middle of both feet. Make sure that your knees are slightly bent, so not pushed back, but slightly bent. Then loosen up your pelvis by rocking, loosen up your low back by rocking that pelvis all the way to the front, all the way to the back. Nice, slow, big movements to loosen up that low back area. And then when you feel that that's starting to loosen up, make the movement smaller until your pelvis is in your middle position. Double check if those core muscles are still up, belly button still tucked in, shoulders are still together, down towards your low back. Put a peach on your chin and think about that string from the crown of your head, making you stand nice and tall. Hands on your ribcage. Deep breath in and out. In your own breathing rhythm, in and out. But make sure you still hold those core muscles pulled up. Belly button gently tucked in. And then last one, in and out. And relax. Well done. Slowly open your eyes. Move your arms forward and back. Lift up one heel and back. Same with the other. Warming up the legs and shoulders. Centers are still lovely turned around your stomach. And now both heels up and down. And now stay onto your toes. And relax. Now close your eyes, arms in front. Lift those heels up and then hold that balance again. Well done and relax. Good. Move those hands behind your back, lock your shoulders down and then a gentle stretch to one side, loosening up those neck muscles. Still holding your core muscles turned around your stomach. And then the same to the other side. And then each side one more time. Now bring that ear a bit closer to your shoulder. Give it a nice stretch. And then the same to the other side. And relax. Well done. Good. We're going to start with the one leg kick. So make sure that your knees stay together. Your hands on your hips. Stand nice and tall. Think about that little string from the crown of your head. And then kick 3 times that heel towards your buttocks. And then slide that leg behind you. Make sure your trunk stays in the same position. Lovely turn. Same leg. 3 kicks. 3 times sliding it behind you. Holding that balance on the other leg. And now see if you can do that whole movement in the air. Make sure you're not arching in that low back. 3 kicks. 3 times sliding it away. In your own rhythm. And then last one with this leg. 3 kicks. 3 times sliding it away. And then when you're finished, double check if your core muscles are still up, belly button still tucked in. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Make sure those knees stay at the same level. Just bring that heel towards your buttocks. 3 kicks. 3 times sliding it away. And now see if you can do that whole movement in the air. Balancing on one leg. 3 kicks, 3 times sliding it away. And then last one, or if you just started one, finish the one you're working on. And relax. Well done. Next one is going to be the arm movement and leg movement. So have both of your arms away from your body. Centers are set. Bring one hand towards your opposite shoulder. Push it away, same thing with the other arm. Push it away. Core muscles are up, belly button's tucked in. And then keep your arms away from your body. And now bring one leg up, cross over, toes are up. And make a nice twist in that low back. And do the same with the other side. That's it. And now we're going to add your arm movement. So up your arm towards your opposite shoulder. If you feel you can't do the opposite, just touch one knee, touch the other knee, so you get that twist in there, and you're not doing both arm and leg at from the same side. Good, and then each leg one more time. Well done. Next one is going to be the swimming. So now you're going to bend your knees, you're going to lean forward, both arms are in front of you, and all the way to one leg, centers are still set, slide one leg behind you and come back. Now you're going to add your opposite arm up to the ceiling and back, up and back, up and back. See if you can do that leg movement in the air, balancing on one leg. Keep on going, looking good. Hold those core muscles toned. Good. And relax, roll your shoulders loose. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So, bending your knees, lean forward. Make sure your stomach muscles and core muscles are toned. Both arms in front. Slide this leg away and come back. Add your opposite arm up to the ceiling. And then again, see if you can do that same leg movement in the air. And then last one. Well done. And again, roll your shoulders loose. Next one's going to be with your hands in front of you. You're going to bring one knee towards your hands. Just a gentle touch with your toes on the mat. And now we're going to close your eyes. And then last one. Then change sides. Open your eyes first. And make sure your centers are still set. And then lift this knee up and down. Gentle touch onto the mat with your toes. Close your eyes and keep on going. And then last one, and relax. Well done. Again, roll those shoulders loose. Next one is going to be the full body twist from your ankles. So your arms are in front of you. Full body twist to your left, to your right, to your left, to your right. Bring one hand down, other hand up to the ceiling. Back to starting position. Arms in front, to the right, left, right, left. Bring the other hand down towards your toes and come back up. Each side one more time. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. One hand down, other hand up. Make sure you hold those core muscles down to the left. Sorry, right, left, left. And the other hand down and come back up. Well done. We got one more to do, where we're going to do the double leg stretch in standing. So big V with your arms. Now you're going to push that breastbone forward. So push it forward and back. Forward and back. From the side, forward and back. Make sure you move that mid-back, front and back to the starting position. And now you're going to tiptoe with one foot. Centers are still set. And see if you can lift that leg up and still pushing that breastbone forward and back. Good, last one on this leg. Change sides, still pushing that breastbone forward. Tiptoe first, get your balance. Lift this leg up. And relax. Well done. Roll your shoulders loose. And now we're going to go to the end of the mat, where we're going to start with a roll down. So you're onto the end of the mat now. Make sure your centers are set around your stomach. Roll yourself down. Slowly. Stretch yourself out. Remember to relax your arms, relax your head. And give yourself a nice stretch as far down as you can. And then slowly roll yourself back up. I've never said it into any of my videos, but for people who have osteoporosis, bring yourself onto the wall and then slide your hands up and try to keep those hands on the wall and down while we'll do that rolling down, because the rolling down so far down is not too good for you. So, but the people who have that know what they need to do. So centers are still set. Here we go again. Roll yourself down, stretch yourself out, relax your arms, relax your head again. Good, and then walk yourself up onto the mat. Before we're going to do the plank, we're first going to do the cat stretch. So your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, and now tuck that belly button in, make arch with your spine, drop your head down, and then go the other way around. Drop that belly button down towards the mat, kick your bottom out, angry cat, and reverse. Still holding your core muscles toned. Belly button is still tucked in while you do that angry cat, and come back. Good, one more time. Angry cat. And then back to the middle position. Now get yourself ready for the plank. So slide one leg away. Again, make sure those core muscles are toned. Belly button's tucked in. Shoulder muscles are lovely toned. Breathe in. breathe out, and there we go. In that minute and a half, or however long you can hold the plank. So it is another fine day again, nearly Easter, so I hope you guys can do this over the Easter time and having a good time doing the plank, maybe not, and doing the whole class inside or maybe outside even, if you have a garden. It's all dried up. Try this and make sure you're not sinking down too much, not too far high up. Try to be like that piece of wood right in the middle, turning all those muscles in your whole body. Good, there's your minute, 30 seconds to go. "20 seconds to go, looking good. Try to stay up there if you want to go for the whole time. Stay up there. Tuck that belly button in, pull those core muscles up. 10 seconds to go. Nearly there. And relax. Well done if you were able to do the whole time. Make sure you have a nice stretch. Forehead down towards the mat. And then onto your knees so you can roll your shoulders loose. Good, now we're going for the second one. So, with one leg away, hands are right under your shoulders, core muscles are toned, belly button is tucked in, shoulder blade muscles are toned. Breathe in, breathe out, and there we go again. Little push-ups. If you want to, go as shallow or as deep as you can. The more we do it, the stronger we're getting. And now lift up one leg straight up to the ceiling from your hip. Same with the other leg. Try to stay in that plank position. Good, and then step aside, pull that same knee towards your chest. Step aside, pulling that other knee now towards your chest. Keep on going if you can. And we're close to the minute, so lift up one arm, up, lift up the other arm. Well done, no cheating with this plank one. Back to your push-ups. Try to keep on going. And then lift up one leg. Same with the other. Keep that spine straight and nicely toned. We're nearly there, we're nearly there. And then, there we are, lift up one arm and back. Lift up the other arm and back. Well done. And then stretch yourself out. Forehead again down towards the mat. Still holding those core muscles toned. And then onto your knees so you can roll your shoulders loose. Good, we're going to roll yourself now onto the mat. We're going to start with the one leg stretch. So, your knees are bent, feet are on the floor. Pelvis is in that middle position, meaning that there's a tiny little space there by your low back. Your core muscles are up, belly button is tucked in, shoulders are together, down towards your low back. And then slide one leg away and back. Slide the other leg away and back. Holding that center set. Around the front, around your stomach and around your shoulders. Good, now bring one leg up in the tabletop position. Straighten that leg out, down towards the floor. and come back. Down and come back. If you want to do it with your breathing rhythm, breathe out when you go down, in when you come back. Concentrate on those centers around your stomach. And then one more time with this leg. Lower this leg down. Watch those shoulders. Lift up the other leg in that tabletop position. Breathe in. Breathe out. And straighten this leg out. And come back. If you bring that leg all the way down towards the floor, that's the most difficult one. So if you want to make it a little bit easier, just slide that leg into that 45-degree angle, or even a little bit just straight up to the ceiling. Stay at your level, what you can do. It's an exercise just for you. Modify it for yourself. Good, and then last one with this leg. Hold that leg up in the tabletop position. Now, make sure those big stomach muscles are toned. Add the other leg. One leg at a time. Down and back up. Breathe out when that leg goes down. In when it comes back. If you feel you have good control around your pelvis, make sure that those knees end up just above your hips. So if you feel you're starting to arch a little bit too much with your low back, pull those knees in a little bit more to give you a little bit extra help to hold this area around your stomach in that same position. Otherwise, knee just above the hip. Good challenge for your stomach muscles and core muscles while you do the one leg stretch. Watch your shoulders. Keep those shoulders on the mat. Centers are still set. And then each leg one more time. Last one. And when you finish with that last one, pull both of those knees into your chest. Have a lovely stretch. And then lower one leg down at a time. Double check your core, belly button's tucked in. Next one is going to be the crisscross. So your hands are behind your head. You're going to lift up one leg in that tabletop position. You're going to try to keep your leg, pelvis, all the way up to your rib cage in that same position. You're going to press that rib cage into the mat and curl yourself up towards that knee. Pull that knee in. Straighten your leg out while you lower yourself down. So breathe out when you curl up. Very important with this one. Press that rib cage down first and let your neck and head just follow that movement from your rib cage, curling yourself up. Keep on looking up to the ceiling, up and down the ceiling while you curl up, breathing out, breathe in and come back down. Again, in your own breathing rhythm. Good, and then two more to this side. Last one. And relax. Well done. Double check, core up, belly button tucked in. Lift up the other leg, and we're going to do the same thing. Leg, pelvis, up to your rib cage, same position. Breathe in, breathe out, rib cage down into the mat. Pull that knee in. Leg down, breathing in. Go up as high as you can. Still holding that control, keeping that pelvis in that same position while you do that curling up, breathing out, breathe in and come back. Going two more on this side. Keep your neck and your head in that same position. Last one. Well done. Now lower your head down. We're going to add the other leg, so make sure that your big stomach muscles are working as well. So now you're going to breathe in Rib cage down again into the mat, curl yourself up towards one side, pull that knee in and straighten out the other leg. Lower your head all the way down. And then the same to the other side. Make sure you just gently support your head. Keep on looking up to the ceiling. Keep that neck and head in the same position while you do that, curling up, really working just those stomach muscles. Try to keep on going. Each side 2 more times. There's number 1 with one leg. And there's the other one. Each leg 1 more time now. And then last movement, well done. Pull those knees in, stretch out your low back, and then gently roll your head from side to side. Well done. Relax your head back in the middle position. Lower your legs down 1 at a time. Last one on our back is going to be the scissors. So make sure that little space is still there by your low back. Core is up, belly button is tucked in, shoulders are set. Lift up one leg. Arms are on the side of your body, and you're going to, it's this fast movement. You're going to bring that knee towards your chest and tap on the floor. Then that fast movement, really trying to hold that trunk as toned as you can. Tone all the muscles in that non-working leg. And then last one on this side, gently put that one down, double check your core, lift the other leg up, knee to your chest and a quick tap on the mat. Watch those shoulders again, make sure they're still on the mat as well. Turn all the muscles in that non-working leg. And then last one, hold that leg up in the tabletop position. Make sure you turn your stomach muscles at the other leg. One knee towards your chest, other foot down on the floor. And go running with those legs as fast as you can. Keep those knees coming up towards your chest. And then if you want to, pump with your arms, really running as fast as you can. Holding those core muscles toned and your stomach muscles. Go a little bit faster, trying to catch that bus again. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. And then well done. Slow down and relax. Well done. Pull both of those knees in. Have a quick stretch. And then we're going to do the same. But now instead of tapping the floor, lower your legs down. Knees are bent. So bring one leg up in the tabletop position, core is still up, belly button still tucked in, that rib cage is in the same position. You're going to bring that knee quickly towards your chest and then lower that leg down towards the floor. Again, the further you bring that leg down, the more difficult it is. So you can just go halfway. You can just go all the way up to the ceiling. Up to you what you can do. If you want to challenge yourself all the way, go down as far, just as far as you can with that leg. Good, and then last one with this leg. Gently lower that leg down, double check your centers, lift up the other leg, pull that knee in and straighten this leg out and back. Just gentle breathing in and out. Watch those shoulders again, make sure they're not all the way up there, still nicely on the mat. As fast as you can. Well done. Last one with this leg. Now hold that leg up in the tabletop position. Make sure your big stomach muscles are working at the other. And the same thing. Again, try to bring one knee towards your chest, straighten out the other. Now it's very often that you start to lift those shoulders up. So watch those shoulders. Work those big stomach muscles. Make sure you're not arching in that low back, keep that low back straight and go as quick as you can. Straighten one leg out, other knee towards your chest. And then let's do finishing it up with a bicycle going forward. Again, watch those shoulders. And then bike backwards. And relax. Well done. Pull those knees into your chest. Roll your head from side to side. High patch. And now roll yourself onto your side, where we're going to start with the clam. So if you can't lay on your side, you're going to do the hip twist. So we're going to start with the clam first. Make sure your feet are the same position as your body. Lower those feet back down. Create that little arch by lifting on the hip, little arch in between the mat and your side. By lifting that ribcage up just a little bit. And then make sure your centers are still set. And there we go. Top knee up and down. Making sure that your trunk stays in that same position. The movement is just coming from that hip joint. Up and down. Make sure you're not rolling on that bottom hip. Hold that trunk in that same position with the strength of your muscles, of your trunk. Good, and then open up and slide that leg away. Feet together, knees together. You can do your breathing rhythm in this. Breathe out when that foot is going up to the ceiling. Breathe in when those knees come back together. Keep on going, 2 more. In your own rhythm again. Last one. And relax, relax those muscles around your hip. Now the next one is going to do with, make sure that little arch stays there where you lift both of your feet up. You're going to do the same movement. First just that knee up and down. And then open up and slide that leg away. Feet together, knees together. Hold that trunk lovely toned. Make sure, check yourselves once in a while that that little arch is still there. Tuck that belly button in. Well done, and then 2 more with this leg. Last one. Well done, and relax. Relax those muscles again around your top hip. Good, the next exercise is when you bring both of your legs straight. Centers are set, that little arch is still there. And then bring that top leg up. Bring that top knee towards your chest, slide it, make it straight and slide it behind you. Again, while you slide that leg behind you, make sure you're not arching in that low back. Hold those stomach muscles toned the whole time. Get that movement again, just from that hip joint. And then last one. Well done. Rest that top leg for a little bit. now we're going to finish up with that bottom knee as well. So lift your top leg up, make sure your centers are still set, add your bottom leg, and now just with that bottom knee up towards your chest as high as you can, and then straighten that leg out. And then last one. Well done, and relax. Good, bend your knees now. Prop yourself up onto your forearm. Make sure your knees are on the mat. Make sure you're not hanging in that shoulder, but turn those muscles around your shoulder blades. Turn your core, hand on your hip, and then you're going to lift that pelvis up and down, up and down. And then after this one, add your arm overhead. And then last one overhead. Well done, bring that hand down back onto your hip. Either or you keep your pelvis on the mat and do the climb, or you lift that pelvis up and do the climb. Up to you, depending on how strong those muscles are on this shoulder. And then one more. Well done. And then bring yourself into a sit position. Into a sit position, and then you're going to drop your chin down towards your chest. Very slowly roll your head all the way up. Bring that chin down towards your chest again. Same thing the other way around. Make sure those centers are still set around your tummy. And now keep your head down. Chin down towards your chest. Have your hands on the back of your head. Relax those arms, and just the pure weight of those arms will stretch all those muscles from the base of your skull all the way down to between your shoulder blades. Lean a little bit more forward. Give it a nice long stretch. And then very slowly ease off. And then we're going to change sides. So grab your towel, move it to the other side. Onto your side where we're going to start with the clam. Again, if you can't go onto your side, so you're going to do the hip twist. So create that little arch, centers are set up around your core, belly button tucked in, just the clam, just that top knee up and down. Double check yourself so once in a while, is that little arch still there? And then last one, have a little rest with those muscles of that top hip. Double check your centers around your stomach position. And now open up and slide that leg away. You had a little extra rest there in between. That was nice of me. Still different that I don't get any feedback from all you guys while you do the exercises. Well, I hope you're enjoying it all. By the comments I get back, really, really, really lovely to hear that you're all enjoying it very much and that it's working out. Well done. 2 more. And then last one. And relax. Well done. Now watch that little space while you bring those top feet up. Both of your feet, sorry, not top feet, both feet up. And there you go again. Open up that clam again. And then after this one, open up and slide that leg away. Feet together, knees together. And again, if you want to do that breathing rhythm, breathe out when that leg goes up, in when those knees come together. Hold those core muscles toned. Make sure you check that little arch. In your own rhythm. Looking good. Let's try 2 more. And then last one. Well done. Relax those legs. Have a little rest. Then straighten out both of your legs. Centers are still set. That little arch is still there. Lift that top leg up and bring that top knee towards your chest. Straighten that leg out and slide it behind you. Hold that control around your trunk. Make sure there's no arching going on in that low back. Work those big stomach muscles together with your core. If you feel very wobbly, bend in that bottom knee. Otherwise, try to keep that bottom leg as straight as you can to really challenge those core muscles. But do stay at your level. Well done. And then 2 more. There's number 1. And last one. And relax. Double check that little space. Double check your core muscles. And now you're going to straighten out both of your legs. Lift your top leg up and your bottom leg. And now bring that bottom knee up and down towards your chest. And straighten that leg out. Well done, and then 2 more like this. Last one, and relax those legs. Well done. Now prop yourself up onto your forearm on this side. Again, make sure you're not hanging in that shoulder, but turn those shoulder blade muscles. Keep that spine straight, centers are set, hand on your hip, and then lift that your pelvis up and down. And then move your arm overhead. And then last one, overhead. And then bring your hand back onto your hip. Same thing as on the other side. Keep that pelvis down if you don't want to strain your shoulders too much. Otherwise, if you can, lift that pelvis up and then add the clam. So either or on the mat with that pelvis, add the clam, or lift that pelvis up and add the clam. Up to you, depending on your level. And then last one. Well done. Gently lower yourself down onto the mat. We're going to get ready for a bit of stretching. So let's first pull both of those knees, just for a quick stretch for your low back, into your chest. And roll your head from side to side. And then lower both of your legs back down. Double check if your centers are set, and then bring one ankle on top of the other knee. Pull that leg up and feel a nice stretch around your buttock area. And hold the stretch. then gently change sides. Place the other ankle on top of your knee, this knee, and hold that stretch on this side. And gently relax that stretch. Well done. Now grab your band and then place that band on the bottom of one foot. Bring your elbows down, keep your knees straight and pull that leg straight in. Hi, Wootsies. Hey, come here. While you stretch. You could be in the film again. Could be in the film again. Maybe not. Keep that knee as straight as you can. Feel the stretch from your hip to your knee to your ankle, relaxing that ankle joint. And then ease off the stretch. Add your other foot so you can change legs and pull this leg up. Bring those elbows down towards the mat and let it stretch on this leg. Well done, and then gently ease off on this stretch. Roll yourself now onto your stomach. Last little bit where we're going to start with the breaststroke. So your forehead is on the towel. We're going to start with our hands on either side by your hips. Make sure you set your shoulder blade muscles so their shoulders are not hanging on the mat, but set those shoulder blade muscles together down towards your low back. Pelvis, those bony bits are away from the mat. Turn your leg muscles, buttocks. Muscles around your pelvis, lovely toned, and the muscles around your shoulders, lovely toned. And now you're going to just bring that breastbone up and down together with your forehead, away from the towel. So it's only the top bit working, moving, the rest stays in that same position the whole time. And then last one, hold those shoulders up together, down towards your lower back. Now lift both of your arms up. And now you're going to make that movement a little bit more, mid-back. Make sure your toes stay on the floor, your leg muscles and buttocks stays lovely toned, that pelvis stays in that middle position as well, while you lift that top part of your trunk up and down. If you want to, you can do it with your breathing rhythm. Breathe out when you lift up, breathe in when you come back down. If you want to make this one a little bit more difficult, move your hands towards the towel, bring your forehead on your hands and then it's breastbone, forehead and arms up and down. Breathe out when you lift, breathe in when you lower down. Again, from mid-back, everything down, your mid-back stays in that same position, lovely toned. And if you want to make this one a little bit more difficult, when you're up, arms overhead, half a circle with those hands down towards your hips, half a circle back, and then forehead on your hands and come back down. Breathe out when those arms go towards your hips. Breathe in when they go back to your forehead and lower yourself down. In your own breathing rhythm. Have a little rest in between if you feel you need it. as long as you concentrate that your pelvis stays in that same position and all those muscles in that area stay lovely toned. One more time, up, hands towards your hips if you're doing this at this level, and then gently relax yourself down. Good, next one's going to be the cobra. So have your hands on either side of the towel, spread your legs apart a little bit, set your shoulder blade muscles. Now we're going to make sure that you're not working in your low back, but immediately through your hips. So set your core muscles, shoulder blades, breathe in, breathe out, and then push yourself up from your hips and lower yourself down. So breathe out when you push up, breathe in when you lower down. Breathe out when you push up, breathe in when you lower down. In again, in your own breathing rhythm. Make sure that you hold those shoulders down towards your low back while you push yourself up. See that I tuck my belly button in when you push yourself up. Get that movement just from your hip joints, nothing from your low back. And then last one like this. Lower your forehead back down on the towel, slide your hands down. Have your elbows on either side, but now on your sides, and you're going to try to keep them there. Breathe in, double check your centers, breathe out, push yourself up, elbows in your side. And same, elbows in your side when you lower yourself down. So we're really strengthening the muscles in the back of your upper arm. And come back down. Breathe out when you push up. Tuck that the belly button in. Breathe in when you come back down. Elbows in your side the whole time. Now see if you can do 2 more. Well done. And then last one. And relax. Well done. Just double checking all the time. Have your hands on either side of the towel. Actually, let's put those hands in between your mat and the pelvis. We're going to try to do the one leg kick, but you're going to make sure that you're not digging into your fingers. So centers are set around your stomach. And then we're going to do 3 kicks, but we did in standing, 3 quick kicks. And then 3 leg lifts. But make sure that there's still that space in between your pelvis. Alternate to your other leg. 3 kicks, 3 leg lifts. And the kicks from your knees, the leg lifts from your hip only. Keep on alternating, 3 kicks, 3 leg lifts. Hold that control around your pelvis. Now, if you want to make this a little bit more difficult, bring that that one leg up, away from the mat first, and then 3 kicks in the air with your heel towards your buttocks, and then 3 pulses. Up a little bit higher in the air, and lower that leg down. So leg lift first, 3 kicks from your knees, 3 leg pulses with that leg straight. Alternate to the other side. And then the same with this leg. 3 kicks, 3 leg lifts. Oh, sorry, I'm not doing the kicks first. 3 kicks, and then last one, 3 leg lifts. And relax. Well done. Bring yourself onto your hands and knees. Double check to stretch out your low back. Give it a good stretch. And then we're going to finish off with the swimming like we did, what we did in standing, now in this position. So you're on your hands and knees, hands are on your shoulders, knees are on your hips, centers are still lovely toned. And now we're going to bring first one arm up, horizontal with your spine, and down. Other arm up, And again, like I said, try to get that arm up as high as you can, same level as your spine. Good, and now we're going to add your opposite leg. So right arm, left leg, and then the other set. And make sure there's no arching in that low back, just from your hips and shoulders when you work one set and then the other set. Good, and now we're going to hold one set, 15 seconds. So try to keep that balance, work your core muscles, tuck that belly button in, hold that balance. Keep that leg up there, keep that arm up there. 5 more seconds to go. And relax. Well done. Same thing with the other set. Opposite arm up, leg up, and hold. Tuck that belly button in, work your core. And relax. Well done. Stretch yourself out one more time, forehead down towards the mat. And then slowly up to standing. Well done, guys. And then close your eyes. Make sure that the weight is right in the middle of both feet. Your knees are slightly bent. Your pelvis is in your middle position. Your core muscles are up and in the front. Your shoulders are together and down in the back. That pitch and that string are making sure that you're standing nice and tall. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Lift yourself up onto your toes. Try to hold that balance. And then lower those heels back down. Swing those arms down. Back up onto your toes. And then one more time. Swing those arms. And back up last time onto your toes. And then lower those heels back down. Hands on your ribcage. Deep breath in. And out. One more in. And out. And relax. Well done, guys. See you back next week. And for week 5.